Hey everybody, Jang here with a look at the Mega Construx, formerly Mega Bloks Constructors series, Destiny EV-41 Racing Sparrow set. The Momentum Master Sparrow from the original Sparrow Racing League, only available as a reward for participating in the event. An interesting one to get that you don't see folks using much anymore, but we'll see if that actually comes back in game in SRL itself. Let me take a closer look, or give you a closer look at the Sparrow first. I like the color scheme on this one, and it does have a couple of printed parts, well, a handful of printed parts. So you've got the SRL logo that's kind of on the tank area of it. Also, paint application here on the front fin, also the one for the rear fin, and also when you bring this around to the other side, they've got the little printing inscription insignia over here on the left, and you see that on both of these parts, as well as the color for the front fin. This is supposed to represent a bit of ground from Mars, and with these stands you can cause your whole Sparrow to lean over to one side. Just find point where you need to rotate it so it still is able to hold itself up, so you can get this into more of an action-like pose. The figure fits on there decently well, but does require a little bit of finagling to kind of get it to fit with the legs around there. It really wants to have to spread the legs apart to get around the back of this thing, but it really looks like it's moving, especially with these little fire pieces coming out the exhausts at the back. And this is another one that's built up pretty properly. It does use specialized pieces like the last one of this same design for the fins, both the rears as well as the fronts, with the connection points in between there. But there are still quite a lot of standardized normal pieces, small pieces that you have to put together to make this whole. So it is a proper building experience, and it's a nice little build, and it's decently durable. For how small it is, it's decently durable and playable, I'd say. The Guardian figure is a member of the hashtag Warlock Master Race. Yeah, I went there because I main a Warlock. It's got the Bindcaster 1 armor on, which is simulated with just a print that they've put on, or paint application that they put on to an existing piece. I think that the print is done well, and it's very clear what it's supposed to be. Would have been nice to get a newer mold for that, although I do feel it was not worth getting a new mold for that. I don't think too many people enjoy that style that's in there. There's also a Crucible variant. I think there are a handful of different variants of that same model in game. The lower part, the kind of lower flowy robe part, is done well, especially with the little tatters at the back of it. I like the matching color scheme that's used for this one. That really goes with the Sparrow. However, the ghost on this one is tan, dark tan. Once again, I'm left stumped. There is a ghost that looks just like that. That's an uncommon one, but who uses an uncommon ghost? So if anybody wants to speculate about what that's supposed to represent, feel free down in the comments. I'm only aware of just the one. I think it's an uncommon. There may be a rare one that has that look. But anyway, much more exciting and more interesting is the hung jury, which is certainly to this day the most, how do I put this specifically, the most used PvE primary weapon when not in raids, I would say, is the hung jury. And if you look on the package that I'll show you at the end of the video, they actually show that it's supposed to be the original roll, the original vendor roll of the hung jury, with Firefly and Triple Tap, which came before the April update. I got back into the game right around that time. I didn't have the marks, and I wasn't able to get it until they reset the vendor roll. Boo. But this is a very nicely done Amlon scout rifle there. It's a good one to actually have as a model. So many people use that in game to this day. And if you want to do a little bit of customization to it with some paint, some washing technique, just to get a little more detail out of it, however you want to, it has the good fundamental work done on the mold, so you can actually make it look even better than it is. And then the bad guy here is a Colossus, a Cabal Colossus, which I'm really happy to get, although I would have preferred just a plain gray, as the main color, like just a light gray, or even something slightly more silverish. The armor looks good, the print looks good, the weapon looks pretty good, and also can be spun up. That's cool. It's a very stable model. It's got a little bit different build for kind of the backpack on it. Got a print on the back as well. All the stuff that kind of hangs around the waist looks nice as well. Looks very good. That's a good piece. A little bit flexible as it needs to be. There's one main thing that I don't like about this, and that's the fact that they made it the exact same size as the Phalanx, and so I'm assuming that the Legionary is going to be done the same size. It's just not big enough. Just not big enough. Come on, I want a big old Colossus. That's not enough. I just want more. That's my complaint. I just want more of this same design. It looks good. I understand the need to reuse parts as much as possible, but I want to see some bigger baddies in this series. All told, pretty good stuff. Hopefully they will do like a Cabal battle pack at some point. That would be great to be able to get a squad with like a Centurion and a couple of Legionaries and a Phalanx or something, just in one single pack. But as for this set, the Sparrow itself, I think, is perfect. It's really well done. The Warlock, I'm happy to get another Warlock because I like Warlocks myself. I know there are a lot of Warlock fans out there, but this one is not that spectacular to me. It is nice to get something new. What I like most in this set is definitely just the inclusion of the hung jury. And I hope to see more really popular weapons like that. Obviously, there's more to come from the Mega Construx now Destiny series, so I look forward to those as well. Hope to have a chance to talk to you then when those come out. Hope you've been enjoying these reviews, and if you have anything that you'd like to add or change or correct, say about the set or the review, please do leave a comment down below. I'll talk to you again soon.